Morning, guys. Good morning.
What's up? It's your boy Juice Beats coming here with another race. This is the Hincapie Spring Race Series held in South Carolina. This is at the Rock Hill Crit Course, and we're getting instructions right here, getting ready to get started at the whistle. Exciting and nervous at the beginning of this race. And here I go. All that nervous energy gets me going real quick, and I'm out the front already. What am I doing? What am I doing? I think this strategy comes from doing Zwift races where you have to punch it right at the beginning and put the watts down. But I realize I need to slow down. I'm a big guy. I don't need to be up front letting everybody draft behind me. It's still a 40-minute race. So this is where I start to kind of pull back a little bit. Let a few of these guys pass. Now this backstretch is normally pretty fast. From the videos that I've seen on YouTube on this course from previous years, people can get up to 40 miles an hour going this way. But there was a strong headwind on this backstretch, and hitting that wind kind of slows you down a little bit. So I think at the most I got up to maybe 37 at some points, but the wind was 10 to 12 miles an hour coming right at our face, and then right here with the crosswind. I didn't mind this course too much except for that hill. That hill was pretty tough. I'd say that it gets up to about 10% maybe. I'll have to look at that again, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't as bad as the Polecat Hill, but it definitely can take its toll over 15, 16 laps of a race. So I'm just falling back here and kind of staying with the peloton a little bit. And we're back heading into the wind. I noticed every time we got up to this point in the race that things started to slow down. We're just cruising here around these curves. So basically as soon as you hit this turn, you're downhill until you hit that hill. So this is a pretty fast section of this course. Already you see a couple people crash over there on the right. Now because that wind is coming at our face and here on the hill it's about to come at a crosswind, I want to get to the left and shelter myself behind the rest of the peloton here. So that's what I do. See a few elbows flying here. thing I noticed is I'm with the peloton, but I'm not at the same time. Like I'm kind of hanging back and surging too much, and I need to be in the mix more. I need to be right up next to people and drafting a little bit more. But this is all a learning experience. This is only my second race, and I've got another one coming up, hopefully this next Sunday on the 3rd, April 3rd. It'll be at the Oak Ridge Velo, so right around the corner from me. Be kind of a hometown race for me. So I'm excited about that crit. Here we go. Now I'm just sitting in, hanging with everybody. And the guy right there in the Mac gear, he actually got second in this race, so he's just hanging back here as well. No need to go up to the front at this point, really, since this is a 4-5 race. There's really not any strong attacks that happen, and because of the wind, you'd have to be extraordinarily strong to take off on this field right now. Sheltering myself from the wind here. Boom. So that's the first time that I hear my spoke. It goes away, and I keep hearing, or I keep going here, and it goes away for this next lap. I'm thinking to myself, oh great, I've got something broken. Hopefully nothing falls apart at this point. So I kind of slowed down when I heard that noise, but it went away, and the guy right there in front of me said it looks like it cleared up. So I'm okay. I'm back in it. I'm riding. I'm in the peloton. I'm still going. We're only 4 laps in. Feeling good. I don't feel like anybody's really getting away from me. Not too worried about the hill as long as I can get shelter there. What that guy was doing there, he almost hit me, and now here I am trying to get back over to the side and back by the peloton. So I'm gonna come up this hill pretty quickly and veer off to the left. go. Almost had to put on the brakes running into the back of these guys. As soon as they hit the hill, it's like a wall. Looks like somebody went off the front there, but not too worried. And there it is. It came back. So I guess on that turn right there, for some reason, a spoke just popped out, and I had to stop. So all the momentum I had, and just sticking with the Peloton at that point, gone. So I'm off my bike at this point, thinking that I'm out of the race, this is over. My heart rate is slowly going down. At this point, I think in races like this, it's good to, keep going. It's good to keep your legs moving. It's hard to start and stop. And you'll see, I really believed at this point in the race, where there's 3 to 4 minutes that goes by before I'm able to get back into the Peloton, where I'm shot. I get a free lap. I guess the way this crit works, you get a free lap, so I'm able to join back in like nothing happened. But at the same time, it's like starting all over again and trying to get back into the Peloton and stay with them for a long time. It's kind of a jolt to the system. So I'm not sure if it was one of the race guys or just somebody that was there helping out, but he helped me get the spoke out, and I'm carrying the spoke up to the front so that I can tell the race coordinators, hey, I need to get a free lap. I have no idea what that is, but here I am headed up to the front, and I'm going to show him that spoke that popped out.
I don't know how the free lap works.
So he's telling me that I need to back up a little bit, and we're just waiting on the Peloton to come back around this hill. So I get to start with the Peloton, but at the same time, they're all going 20 to 23 miles an hour, I think, at this point. So I'm having to restart, catch up to the Peloton, and try to get back in. I'm looking at my heart rate here, and it's down at 133, 132 there, and 131, and then now I'm jolted back up. I've got to catch up, get to speed really quickly, and jump in this Peloton. And now my heart rate is shooting back up. So I went from 131, and I'm hitting 160, still going up, 163 there, 164. That's a big jump in just a little bit of time there. But at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe I can hold on. Maybe I can do this. I just got to stay with the Peloton until the end here. But you guys, let me know in the comments what you think. If you've had to stop in a race and restart like this, if you've ever done that before, what you experienced on that. Also, let me know what you guys eat before races. Do you eat light? Do you eat a little heavier so you can burn off? What's something that you're eating before races? I feel like I underate before this race. I had a shake in the morning, which gives me, vegetables, vitamin, all that stuff, but not sure it was substantial enough to sustain this type of energy. Now my heart rate is up to 171. So I usually don't get that high when I'm racing, but I know that my heart rate can get up to, I think my max is in the 180s or something like that. But normally when I'm riding and I'm riding at speed, I'm usually around the 150s, 165 at the max. Just at these speeds, I'm usually not just overly I'm usually not going over that much. I think at this point I had no idea if you could still ride on a broken spoke. I guess you can if if everything's safe and you've taken it out. But I did find out after the race that my hub was a little messed up, so my wheel was wobbling a bit. I ended up having to get that fixed as soon as I got back. I'm back in it, but I'm not getting much shelter at this point. Wind's still blowing kind of from the right, and I'm behind everybody. Can't remember if I bumped wheels with him or not. Here I am, my heart rate's back up, 172. And I'm hanging on for dear life in the back. This may be it for me right here. Nope, I'm coming back. So we're about halfway through the race at this point. definitely starting to get strung out here a little bit. But this is where I just didn't have it to keep up at this point. After the whole spoke incident and just trying to get back on and stay on, and then basically spiking my heart rate up, those little things take a toll on you, especially when you're not riding as smooth if you had just stayed in the entire time. So all those little surges got me, and you can see they're starting to take off on me. I wish I had a power meter though, to be able to see how much power I'm putting down throughout these races. So I see this guy zoom past me, and then I try to get it back on his wheel for a bit. Like maybe he'll carry me back. Peloton hasn't completely gotten away from us, and there's still a chance on this hill that if they kind of slow down, there's still a chance could catch them, but I don't believe we caught them. And then you see several guys that went off course over here, it looks like, getting back on. There was a few wrecks, nothing major, like broken bones or anything like that, but I know there was a guy that I talked to at the end. His shifter was completely broken, and he had another race in the weekend, but he wasn't going to be able to do it. I think some chips on a couple other people's bikes too. There's a bunch of lapped riders just hanging out, so it was kind of hard to tell where I was at this point, like how many people were in the peloton and just how far behind I was, because I didn't know if they had just fallen off or what. at this point I'm riding at just a comfortable speed. I know that I'm out of it as far as contention or anything like that, but I'm just kind of riding at speed and not really trying to catch up to anybody or anything like that at this point. It's just one of those things. You get unlucky with a mechanical, and then you kind of get out of your head a little bit. Like your mindset changes. You're like, it's my bike falling apart. You're not thinking about the race at that point, and you're more worried about things on the bike. And instead of concentrating on just being smooth and staying with the peloton, you're spiking and surging, and then you kind of tire yourself out. And the wind definitely plays a factor on this back end. I can't stress that enough. It was actually worse the day before when I was doing my run through of the track, but still definitely played a part in the morning, and I know it got worse throughout the day. So at the beginning of the race, I think we were going up this hill like 17, 18, 19 miles an hour or something like that. Now I'm just kind of cruising up a cool 12, 13 miles an hour. This was a fun course, though. I definitely think I want to come back again and try to do much better. Hopefully no mechanicals the next time, too. But I'm getting excited about this next race because it'll be in my hometown area. There'll be some guys that I ride with in group rides there, and I'll get to compete against them. So it'll be pretty exciting, and that's coming up on Sunday. I'll be rushing back home from a wedding in West Virginia. So that Sunday morning we'll leave and then hopefully make it back in time for the race that afternoon. And I just passed a wreck there, so that was where the guy broke his shifter, and I think the other guy chipped his bike towards the back of the seat stay. I don't think there was any crack or anything. I think it was more just paint. So only a few laps to go. I don't see the peloton anymore at this point. I don't think. So I'm kind of just on my own at this point, just riding. So I'm just kind of speeding through here, getting to close to the last lap. I pass a few riders. Finally get passed by the peloton on their last lap. thought about jumping back on, but at that point, I mean, there's no point in trying to get back on with everybody. So I'm not really sure how it goes, but if they had one more to go and there's no more free laps or anything, I'm not sure if I'm finished here too, or if I have to finish out my last lap. But I come around this corner and this is where I see a kid to my right, and it looks like he's trying to sprint for the line at this point. And so I was like, all right, I'll sprint with you. I sprint, and then something happened with my chain. It didn't snap or anything, but I heard it like not get into gear, and then I slowed down, and then I hit it again, and I still went through the line. But yeah, I'm not sure if that was my last little dash or what, but I went ahead and just kind of cruised around on this last lap just in case, and finished out. But that was my race. The mechanical really kind of messed up the day, I really think. Even though I was able to hold on for another few laps, I think that jolt of energy and just trying to get back on and instead of staying smooth and riding with everybody for those other laps really takes a toll on you. So definitely a learning experience, and I will be. I really believe I'll be doing much better on these next few races that I'm signed up for. So I'm looking forward to Oak Ridge Velo coming up on April 3rd. It'll be the 4-5 crit in my backyard. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to some more races later on this year. But I will be putting out some more videos, some more training videos, some more group rides hopefully soon. We're going to be starting here this week with those. So yeah, I think two to 3 days a week possibly with those group rides, and I'll be doing some more Swift training, so I'll be putting some more videos out for that. But guys, let me know in the comments anything that you saw that I could improve on. I'm always looking to get a little better at riding the bike and learning more from people that have done this and have way more experience than I do, because I've only just begun on this. This is my second year riding a bike. So yeah, definitely looking for advice on that. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one. That was a rough one. Lost a spoke and never really recovered, but hopefully I get it back on the next one. Gotta get this bike fixed up apparently. That sucked. Gave me a free lap to catch back on, but after stopping and not keeping that momentum, it was hard to stay on to the bunch. Find out here in the next, I don't know, 15-20 minutes what place I ended up in. Still had fun. It's a good experience. I gotta keep racing, get better. I don't know what I was thinking on that first lap, going out in front of everybody, letting everybody draft off of me. But I got a good clip in, and needed to probably pull it back.